Namaste, everyone. Welcome back, or welcome if you're a first timer. We're going to do a little bit of gentle yoga today, and we're also going to do a little bit of self-love. And Edgar's going to be here to guide us through. Okay, so come into a seated position and really just be comfortable. Okay, don't worry about doing anything else. Just come down and plant yourself down and make sure that you feel nice and grounded. And these days, it seems as though we can feel a little bit of isolation or a little bit of loneliness. So it's time to bring in some good gratification towards yourself. So start by reaching your arms way out. Inhale. Way out. Feel the stretch across your chest, and then exhale, bring your arms, and it doesn't matter, just remember which arm is on top and hug yourself. Now, this may seem a little corny to some, but just do it. Look at it as a stretch. So inhale out, and next time you're going to bring the other arm on top, and then exhale. So you are doing basically a opening of the front chest and then the top back. Inhale, and then exhale, bring that hug around. Inhale one more millionth of a time that you will do in your lifetime. And then exhale all the way through. And then just come to sitting. All right, let's start rolling forward to the side. So now we're starting to move on our sit bones. So we've done the chest, now we're going down to the hips and the belly. Just starting to move in a nice circular position. Not good geometry there. And then go around in the other way. It's a movement. And just feel the awakening of that whole trunk. Okay, so you're generating warmth in the biggest part of your body. And then come on to stillness. And now let's go back up to where things get stuck, right? Like the head, the shoulders. And let's start rolling our shoulders up, back, down, and around. So maybe that warmth you just generated through your chest all the way down is going to move all the way through, now up into the shoulders, which is ultimately going to go into your brain, which, as we all know, can sometimes keep us on loops that make us sad or angry. And then rotate around the other way and just see that you're just giving yourself some, releasing the tension. All right, so we've done the front and the back. Let's do our sides. So reach your arms up. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale up. Exhale, come down to the side and arch over. And then keep reaching those arms up again. And then go over to the other side. And then come on back up and over to the other side. Just feeling the side body. So now you're bringing some love to the side body. Terry's in the house. Terry the cat's in the house. Okay, over to the other side. And all the way up and over to the other side again. It's so good to feel that. Now reach the arms up. This is my right hand. It might be your left. Bring it to your left knee and twist around. So now we're really getting the trunk and the shoulders and the neck nice and warm. Nice and happy, nice and stretched out. And then come on back to center. Reach the arms up. Bring this hand, which is my left hand, to the right knee. Twisting around. Not moving, keeping the sit bones down. And then come on back to center and pause. And then just for a moment, go with me. Inhale and exhale out of your mouth so that you're going to release all that tension that you may still have. So inhale and then exhale out of your mouth. Good. All right, come on into tabletop. So wrists are underneath shoulders, knees are underneath hips, and you're going to round your back up, right? We're rounding it up like Terry would do if she saw a strange dog. And then exhale down, belly down to the floor, crown of the head to the sky. And then round your back. Yep. Now we're really getting into the little nitty gritty of places that we may have not warmed up. And then round back. And then exhale down. Okay. Now hold there. Now what I want you to do is, just like Edgar or more Edgar, move your hips from side to side like you're wagging a tail. So you have a neutral back, but you're starting to get more into the lower back, a little bit of the quadriceps. Just doing a little wag back and forth. I got a knee crack there. Yep. All right, and now come to center, okay? Now lean your left hip back towards your left ankle, okay, or heel, okay? And then move your sit bones over towards your right heel and start making big circles. We're doing this circle again. It's circling like you're hugging, right? Just now moving a little bit more. It might be a little cool where you're working, where you're doing your yoga practice. So it's real important, and go in the other direction. So you're going back towards the right heel and left heel. So it's real important to do these little warm-ups so that, you know, your body's not going to be going into shock of any sort. All right, come back into tabletop, and let's now get the whole back going. So bring that right foot way back. Bring the ball of the foot to the floor and stretch it back. So you're feeling now a nice stretch through that calf. And then bring that right knee in. Bring the left foot back. Bring the ball of the foot down. Stretch that side for a moment. And then come on back to center. Okay, and now take the right leg way out, left arm forward. Hold it up. And then come on back down. And then right arm, left leg. Hold it up for a moment. Come on back down. We're going to go back and forth. Left arm, right leg. Really great strengtheners. The bird dogs, so right arm, left leg. They're really good to do every day, I gotta say. And then one more time, right arm, left leg. Don't forget to breathe and pause. And then let's just sit back into child's pose. So sitting back on your heels, or actually you can first touch your toes together, V your knees out, and sit back. And just breathe. Nice big inhales and exhales. You can have your arms down by your sides. And remember, you can always come back into this position at any time. If you're feeling a little, you just need a rest. Okay, come on back up to tabletop. Let's get a little bit going. I like doing these. Right leg out, and then bring the right knee into your nose. And then, so you're doing a kind of a cat movement. So the right leg out, knee into the nose. And some of you may come up into downward facing dog to do this. Others may just join me in tabletop, just getting the abdominals going. And then one more time, knee into the nose, and hold it there. Hold that a little bit of rounding in the back, but you're inhaling your belly bone back towards your vertebrae. Hold it there. Get nice and strong. And then stretch the right leg out. And come on back down. Okay. Left leg way out. Left knee to nose. And do it nice and slow. Because you're feeling it, right? Knee to nose. Right back out. Getting into the glutes. Knee to nose. Or rig out, knee to nose. One more time out, and then we're going to hold it in. So hold the knee in. Really feeling that. You're crunching up, using that front of your body to hold you up, right? And then come on back out. Bring your knees back down to tabletop, and let's come into downward dog. Now, if you need to come into child's pose for a moment, that's okay too. So curl your toes under, lift your sit bones up. Your knees might be starting bent. We never want to really straighten the legs way out, okay? Because it might be too much. You always want to have that slight bend. So maybe this time really bend that left leg and then straighten it out, and then really bend that right leg and straighten it out, and just go back and forth. So the downward dog is definitely a whole body movement, pose can be a movement. And then walk your feet behind your hands, come into a forward fold. Okay, you're hanging out there. You got the bent knees, and you're just hanging there. Maybe grab your elbows, and you can kind of sway. I call this the elephant trunk. Sway side to side, maybe loosening up a little bit more in that low side back region. And then bring your hands back down. Bring your hands to your knees now, and inhale halfway up. Nice flat back, right? Exhale down. Bend your knees a lot, and then slowly stand all the way up, but using the flat back, not rounding, coming from a flat back. All the way up, hands into prayer. Come all the way through the heart center, right? And pause. And taking a nice big inhale and exhale, and just relaxing. In that mountain pose, you can lift your toes up, bring your toes back down to the floor, lift your heels up, bring the heels back down, and feel even more grounded. Inhale your arms way up. Sorry you can't see my hands. Exhale all the way back down. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Okay, left leg goes back however you need to do it, okay? Walk it back so the left knee comes down, coming into a low lunge. And notice, look down at your right knee. Make sure it's over that ankle, not way forward, okay? And when you're ready, come on up into a low lunge, okay? And let's bring our arms out just like we did before. Open the arms out to open up the chest, and then exhale, hug your arms. Remember which arm is on top. Inhale, open the arms, and then exhale, the other arm comes on top. And then come on back up. Reach the arms up. Feel a little bit more of a stretch. Bring the hands back down. Okay, step back into this like kind of, it's a plank. It's a knee plank. Lower yourself all the way back down. Tops of the feet to the floor. We'll start with a little baby cobra. So lifting the chest up. You can lift your hands up. That's great. Exhale down. Here's another one. If you want to try this, bring your hands down by your sides, palms facing up. Inhale up. We're opening up that heart center. Exhale down with that chest. Maybe go a little higher if it's in your practice today. Clasp your hands. Inhale up. Exhale down. Come on back to child's pose. So your hands are down by your chest. V your knees together. Stretch the arms out. Take a nice big inhale. Excuse me, and exhale. And when you're ready, come on back to tabletop. Downward facing dog. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Glad you're not near me, okay? All right, up in your downward facing dog. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. You're going to walk your feet behind your hands. Some of you will be able to step up. Okay, because you've been practicing, right? Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Bend the knees. Stand all the way up. Reach your fingertips all the way up. Hands into prayer. Come through heart center and pause. And check in with yourself. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Okay, reach your arms up. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, fly down. Okay, remember you're doing everything by flat back. You're not rounding. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Take that right foot now, comes back, low lunge. Make sure that left knee is right over the left ankle. Okay, come on up. Situate yourself, feel it. Bring the arms out. You know what we're doing. Okay, opening up the chest. And then exhale, rounding. And then inhale, open the chest. Yes. Exhale, other arm on top. And then open your arms again. Bring the arms up, hold the arms up. Take a nice breath. And then bring your hands back down. Step the left foot back, tabletop. Curl your toes under. Downward facing dog. How's that? Nice big inhale and exhale. Okay, some of you may be practicing the hop. You're going to get your feet behind your hands. If you've been practicing the hop, because you may have done it in other exercise classes, you're going to bend your knees and then hop your feet right behind your hands. Just another option, something to have fun with. And then when you get there, inhale halfway up, flat back. Exhale down, bend your knees. Stand all the way up. Reach your arms up. Bring the palms together when you come up there. Touch it through your heart. So important. And then bring your hands down by your sides, feeling nice and grounded. Okay. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, fly them down, okay? So you're not rounding here. You got that nice flat back. You're bending your knees. You're keeping that spine long. Exhale down. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Coming into warrior two. So bring that left foot back. Okay, before you come up, make sure that right knee is over the right ankle, and maybe the front heel is going towards the back foot, like in line with it. Back foot's in a 45-degree angle-ish. Okay, come on up. Warrior two. Okay, now remember, or for those first time, you want to have that front knee going over the center of your foot, go as much as you can. Some of you may not be able to do that, so shorten your stance. You want it lined up as best you can, okay, to get into good habits. And in time, hopefully, by working the warrior one, you will be able to get it lined up. Okay, so you're out in warrior one, right? And guess what you're going to do? You're going to hug yourself, right? Keeping that pelvis towards the left side of your mat. Inhale up, inhale out, and then exhale again. Hug. Feeling your abdomen working here. Inhale out. Okay, and then windmill your hands down by your front foot. You're going to swivel that back foot, bring the left knee down, come into that tabletop type of push-up. It's kind of a tabletop. Lower yourself all the way down to your belly. Fingertips are down by your chest. You're going to lift up. Okay, lift that collarbone up. Okay, lift the hands up. Okay, exhale down. You don't have to do that. Maybe next time, bring the hands, top of the hands down by your side. Lift up. We're doing such heart openers here, okay? Lift the collarbone up, lift your arms back. Exhale down. And then maybe if you want to, this is again completely optional, clasp your hand and lift up. Some of you may be even lifting up your legs. It's all in whatever you want to do with your practice today. Exhale down. Come on to tabletop and then to child's pose. And stretch everything out. Taking some nice inhales and exhales. Okay, come on to tabletop, downward facing dog. Okay, remember you want your index and your thumb really rooted. Taking some nice inhales and exhales. You're going to get your feet behind your hands. Some of you may want to hop, okay? Again, a little bit of fun. Inhale halfway up, elongate the spine. Exhale down, bend your knees, stand all the way up, reach your arms up. Bring those palms together. Touch the heart so that you remember to have some love for yourself. And then all the way down. Okay, other side. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, fly down. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Okay, your right foot's going to go back. I'm going to go to the other side so I can show you. Warrior one, so the left knee is bent. Right foot is at 45 degree. You know you want to line up. Like I said before, bring your arms out to a T and just feel it. Okay, this is good. And then maybe hug yourself. And remember with your arms on top, but feel this stretch in the back of your shoulder blades. And then open up. And then hug again. Right? And then open up and feeling that nice stretch. Okay, let's just bring our feet towards the front of the mat. So you're in a wide-legged. So if you have to move around, that's okay too. And just start with this nice wide-legged stance, okay? And when you're ready, you're gonna, with the long spine, okay, fold all the way down. And if you need a block or you need a chair, it's okay. Do that, okay? Whatever works for you. And just feel that, okay? This is option one, okay? Now, if you want to come back up with me, we're going to clasp our hands and come forward. But come halfway up and then come all the way up, okay? Maybe reach your arms up just to feel the outside of your feet really pressing down. Again, this is optional. Clasp your hands behind you, okay? Bringing the shoulder blades together, making sure that your feet are rooted, and then slowly fold over. Okay, and the knuckles go up to the sky. You don't want to do too much here if this is your first time doing it. You know, the other thing is you can grab your elbows or your wrist if the clasping of the hand doesn't work. But we're doing kind of heart openers in a really different, unique way. Taking a nice big inhale. Exhale. Unclasp your hands. Bring your hands down to the floor or blocks or whatever's there. Inhale halfway up and then come all the way up. Okay, you ready to keep moving on with our wide legs? Okay, instead of coming down, I'm going to bring my right foot forward into warrior one on this side. So you're in your warrior one stance, okay? Line it up, make sure you feel nice and strong here. Bring your arms out to a T. We're going to go into triangle. Lengthen the front knee. Make sure there's still a little bit of a slight bend, okay? And then you're going to reach the rib cage forward, okay? So you're reaching the rib cage forward, and then wherever that right hand goes, bring it down, okay? And it's not like this is a gentle, it's just moving smoothly forward and then coming all the way down and bringing the top arm up to the sky. If the top arm is not working for you today, just put it on your hip, okay? And so in triangle, you kind of want that upper thigh to kind of rotate out just a little bit. Just a little bit. It might help, a little bit of grounding there. And then notice the back foot is just working as much as the front foot. Keep breathing. And then slowly come on back to warrior two. So you're bending that right knee. Hold it there. Bring your arms to your hip. Okay, we're going to just gently switch sides. So now my left foot is forward. I'm going to bend the knee, starting in Warrior Two. It's nice to start in Warrior Two because you get nice and grounded. Arms out to a T. Then you start lengthening that left knee. And again, reaching out with the ribs, not so much anything else. Okay? And then bringing the hand, the left hand down to your thigh, to your shin, block, wherever you're at, okay? Whatever works for you. And just feel the differences on both sides. Again, feeling the rotation of that left thigh is kind of rotating out. And feeling your pelvis really work there. Come on all the way up. Warrior Two, hold it there. Hands on your hips. Bring that left foot forward and heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Now we're in mountain pose. Okay. We're going to do tree because trees are cool. Okay, lifting your toes up, coming up on your heels, back and forth, feeling nice and grounded. If you need a wall, chair, doesn't matter. Just do what works for you and don't get frustrated. Just have fun. Okay, we're going to start with the right foot. This might be your left. Lift it up. You can drop the foot up or down, whatever works for you. Maybe bring the knee out to the side. Bring it to your calf. Some of you may have it all the way up on your inner thighs. That's cool too. Okay? You can totally keep your hands in prayer, but maybe let's try our hug. Okay? So hug your arms. This is going to be a little awkward. It's definitely a little bit more of a challenge of hugging yourself doing tree. Keep yourself there. Inhale your arms out. Other arm comes on top. Woo! Right? So you're working that left hip is definitely working. And then come on back out, right? And if you fall out, just come back in. Reach your arms up, hold it there. Bring your hands to heart center, hands to your hips. Maybe bring that right foot forward, kick, and come on back down. All right, feeling grounded. So you know that your left side is working for you, right? So now you want to say, hey, right side, you're going to work for me too. Or if you're doing the other side, that's fine too. Lift the left leg up, okay? Left leg comes out. Remember, that hip is really, if it's way out, you may get off balance. So you want to kind of zip the hip in, right? Holding yourself here, okay? Find your balance, whatever it is. Maybe your foot is still forward. Here we go with the hug. Arms out. Doesn't matter which arm comes forward. Hug yourself for just a moment. And then bring your arms back out. And then bring your arms around. Other side. And then open up again. Reach the arms way up, way up, way up, way up. Hold it there for a moment. Bring your hands into prayer, down to your chest. Check in with the heart. Hands to your hips. Maybe bring that left foot forward. You can kick that left foot if you want. And come on back down and take a nice big inhale and exhale. Tree is definitely a worker, okay? But it's a good worker. Come on up to the front of your mat. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, fly down. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Come on down to child's pose. However you get down there, however slowly you want to get there, just whatever you do, take a nice big rest. Okay? Taking a nice big inhale and exhale, or get yourself a drink of water, whatever you need. Okay. Walk your hands over to the right, feeling an excellent stretch on that left side. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale. And then walk your hands over to the other side. Feeling that excellent stretch on that side. Just knowing that you're nurturing your body. Know that. You're taking care of yourself. Okay, we're coming down to our belly. And take advantage of lowering yourself down, okay? Getting used to that arm strength. Come all the way down, tops of the feet to the floor. We'll come into our cobra again, okay? So tops of the hands to the floor, or excuse me, locust. Tops of the hands to the floor, okay? You're gonna lift the collarbone up, lift the chest up. Make sure the shoulders are away from your ears. We did this before, so arms up. You can totally stay there. Or you can lift your legs up this time. Holding it up there, keep breathing. Come out of it if you're having any kind of pain, but really reaching up there, getting nice and strong in the back of your body. And then come on all the way down. You can rest down. We're going to come back into it again. And this time, if you choose, you can clasp your hands, okay? Or you can bring your hands down by your sides and just do the chest, okay? Whatever's working for you today, it's okay, okay? So here we go. We're lifting up, lifting the arms up, lifting the legs up, maybe clasping the hands. Okay, making sure your chin is a little bit down. You're not jetting your chin out because you want your shoulders away from your ears. And keep breathing. Nice big inhale and exhale. Hold it up there. All right. All right, this time stack your hands. Rest one cheek down. Bend your knees. Maybe windshield wiper. Maybe. If you want to. Just loosening up the back. Okay. Keeping that left leg up, we're going to come up into boat. So bow. Reach around, grab the foot ankle. By the way, you can use a towel, a strap, whatever works for you. If you need to roll over onto your side because you can't grab your leg, that's all right too, okay? Just try and feel a stretch in that quad. The quad is the front part of the leg, and it needs stretch. Especially if some of you do a lot of hiking or biking, things like that. Keep breathing. And then bring it back down. Okay, bend the other leg, reach around, grab the ankle. Some of you may have done both at the same time. That's okay too. Whatever works in your practice today. And then come on all the way down. Let's just sit back into child's pose for a moment. Sit all the way back, rest that lower back down, the belly to your knees or wherever it lands. It's not prerequisite to have it all the way down. And then when you're ready, come on to your sitting bones, sitting up. Bring your legs straight out in front of you. I'll move back. Okay, and bend your knees if you're finding that you're rounding your back a little bit, okay? This will help with keeping your spine nice and long. So inhale your arms up and then exhale, fold forward. If your upper back rounds a little bit, that's all right, okay? We just don't want to get into a habit of it all the time since we tend to kind of round our backs a lot these days. And then just wherever you land, it's okay. Your knees can be bent. And just feel different sensations. This is a restorative pose, okay? Whenever you fold in, you're folding into yourself, right? So you want to make it nice and warm and comfy and not strenuous. And then slowly come on up. Okay, let's take that right foot. Cross it over the left knee. Left arm hugs that right knee. Right arm comes up and around. We'll do a nice twist. Just twisting around in case, anything got discombobulated. We're now undiscombobulating it. possibly, okay? And then come on back around, straighten that leg out, okay? Notice if you're starting to want to round, see if you could sit up a little bit, okay? Left leg comes around, and one good thing is take the right arm is pull your knee in towards yourself, and you'll find that you sit up a little bit more. Left arm goes up and around, sitting up, twisting around, releasing the shoulders down. You're not bringing them up by your ears. Come on around. Okay, let's do a nice wide-legged. Okay, we'll stretch it out since we were standing a little bit. And then same idea, just fold forward. Doesn't matter how far down you go. Just feel the stretch on the inner thighs and the lower back. Some of you may want to put a block here. That's okay too. Whatever works. Just hold the stretch. Notice sensation. And go into yourself. Go into that loving, warm feeling that you've been generating throughout this whole class. All right, and then walk your hands back up. Slowly bring the soles of your feet together, okay? And then just sitting up. And this may be enough, okay? Some of you may want to fold forward just a little bit more. You'll feel a little bit more different sensations in those hip flexors, maybe getting a little stretched. And then slowly come on up, okay? All right, soles of the feet are to the floor. Grab behind your knees, lengthen the spine. Maybe lift one leg up, lift the other, coming into boat. You may want to hold on to the back of your legs. You may want to put your hands behind you. Whatever works for you. Maybe you're going to let go. But we're working the core. We're saying, yeah, we can do this. We have stability for ourselves. We have strength in ourselves to honor everything that happens to us during the day. All right, and then bring the soles of the feet down. Okay, this is the only time I'll tell you to ever round your back. So the lowest vertebrae all the way up. You're going to lower yourself all the way down, taking advantage of utilizing this gentle way down, okay? All right, take the right foot, cross it over the left knee, and you can just stay here. This might be enough for some of you, and that's all right. Just feeling that stretch in that right hip. Others may want to lift the left leg up, take the right hand through and clasp the back of the left thigh. And just feel that opening in the right hip. It seems as though I try and do these every day. Every day the hip feels somewhat different than the day before. It's always different, but you always want to give some good love to those hips. Breathing in, breathing out. And then bring that left foot down, uncross your legs, pause for a minute, and just notice how that right hip is feeling. A little bit warm, maybe, happy. And cross the left leg over. Remember, you can stay here with your right foot down on the ground. That's fine too, okay? Lift the right leg up, clasp the back of the right thigh. You know, and you don't want your head off the ground, okay? If your head is off the ground, please keep the right foot down. And just feel that nice stretch. And then slowly bring the right foot down, uncross your legs, and just pause for a moment. Okay, we're going to come up into our bridge, another heart opening pose, a traditional heart opening pose, I might add. Grab the sides of your mat or robot your arms. Start lifting your pelvis up to the sky. Notice what's going on with the bottom of your feet. Are they splaying out? Are they splaying in? Are your knees knocking? Whatever you can do, and you may need to lower it down a little bit to keep alignment with, remember, the knee wants to be right over the front of the foot, right? But we're really working that glute and pelvis and whatnot as we're keeping good alignment, opening up our hearts to everything, good and bad. It's all gonna be all right. And then slowly lower one vertebrae at a time down to the floor. Hug your knees into your chest and maybe rock side to side. You can bring your forehead up to your knees if you want to do that for a moment. And then when you're ready, bring the soles of your feet down, tee your arms out, and then just drop your knees over to the right and just hold it there. And breathe into that whole left side of your body. Just feel that nice twist that is working all kinds of different things, including the internal organs. And then come on back up and then drop the knees over to the other side. It's always interesting to know if one side's different than the other. No judgment, just awareness of what's going on. Breathe into that right side. And then when you're ready, bring your knees back up and then lengthen your legs out and just let them flop down. And bring your arms down and let them flop down, palms facing up to the sky, and just let go of everything, okay? Everything, both physically and mentally. And the harder part is probably the mental part. And a good way of letting go or just becoming present is by focusing on the breath. And there's different ways of focusing on the breath. You can do the inhale and exhale out of your nose. You can feel the rise and fall of your chest. Hopefully you're going all the way down to your belly though when you're breathing. You can picture your lungs rising and falling. You can even focus on an area of your body, just releasing into the ground. Just become quiet. And you can certainly stay here all day, or you can start rolling your wrists and your ankles around. Just bring a little bit of movement to the outer extremities there, and then go in the other direction. And then when you're ready, you can roll over on your right side. Just stay there for a moment. Take in that nice easeful feeling. And when you're ready, come on up into a seated position, just like we started the class. Again, it really doesn't matter, just as long as you're comfortable. And then check in with yourself. How do you feel? Is there a difference from the beginning of the class to now? It really doesn't matter. What matters is what you feel right now. And hopefully that's going to feel good. So you know how we're going to end this. Inhale your arms out. Let's hug ourselves. So really hug around. Open those shoulder blades. Inhale and then exhale the other arm on top. Giving ourselves a nice big hug, maybe just rocking side to side, right? Just knowing we are there for ourselves. And open up. Bring your hands into prayer. And remember to inhale compassion to yourself. And exhale compassion to the world. Thanks for joining. Namaste.